Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam and I talk about basically pretty much quilting on this channel, right? If we've never met before, hi, I'm so glad that you're here. We do all kinds of really fun things on this channel. I teach a little, talk a little, share a little. It's just a really fun time, and we're getting into a super fun time of year. My personal favorite time of year is fall and autumn. I just love the crisp air and getting to wear sweaters. It's such a cozy time of year, you know? I'd like to believe that I'm just a super tall hobbit that lives out in the middle of nowhere. I'm out here in my little cottage studio area. I thought I would share what's going on, give a little bit more detail about our upcoming quilt along. And we're also going to open up the August Sew Sampler box that I just picked up from the post office a couple of days ago. So we've got a lot to cover. Let's just jump right into it, okay? I think first we will go into the Sew Sampler box just because I'm excited to see what's in here. So if you don't know, the Sew Sampler box is from the Fat Quarter Shop. It's an online-only quilt shop where they sell thousands of fabrics, all kinds of stuff. I still really like to support them because it's just a really great shop. I've ordered many orders from them in the past, and I just really love their selection of fabrics and notions, and they have a really great YouTube channel as well. So let's jump into the August box, okay? I am going to point the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. So we're gonna, when you open it, it's got this little cover, which I just think is really cute. And the theme for this month is Sewing Wild. Oh, okay. Let's see how wild we're gonna get in this box. So I'm gonna set that aside. And of course, in each box, you get a little handout that tells you what all is in the box, and it kind of goes over, it gives you a little blurb of each thing and their retail value, so you know that you're getting your money's worth with the Sew Sampler box. So you get a bit of a discount on everything that's in there when you get the box. Ooh, we've got some charm packs right off the bat here. These are cute. Bernatex's Among the Wildflowers 2 by Shelly Kavana. That's what the fabrics look like. Those are really pretty. Very pretty blues. I like these. Very nice. So you get 3 of these. Charm packs are really fun. They're very easy to start collecting because they're really not that expensive, especially when they go on sale. And I have a nice little collection of random charm packs that I really should do something with those. I should come up with some fun projects to make using charm packs. That would be kind of a fun video too, wouldn't it? I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. But anyways, usually with these boxes, you get the fabric and things that you need to make a specific project. So we're going to set these aside for now, but we are probably going to see what those are meant for in just a minute. We also get an air erasing sew line marker. So it's a very fine tipped marker, air erase. I've never used one of these. I see people using them on the interwebs. Maybe I will try this out. I've tried out the friction pen and I quite like it. More options. I love that I'm getting to try these different things that I wouldn't necessarily think like, oh, I'm going to order that in this order. But just getting it in this box, it's giving me the opportunity to try things that I wouldn't necessarily purchase for myself. So that's another thing that I really like about subscription boxes. Hold the phone. Chloe, are you crying? It's okay. I am babysitting my mom's dog again. She had to go out and run errands all day, so I am babysitter. Come here. Hopefully she'll just sit still on my lap. We'll see if I can keep going. Oh my goodness, look how cute she is. She's so precious. You're gonna steal the show. You're gonna steal the show. Look how cute you are. No, you can't do that. Anyways, all right, next in the box, we have a Creative Grids 4-in-1 hexi ruler. So this is a 4.5-inch hexi ruler, and I'm guessing this is for the project that is for this box. So we're gonna set that aside along with our charm packs here. Yep, here we have a table runner pattern. called Rain Lilies. This is meant to be used with the charm packs and the ruler that we come with. And then I just have to provide the background fabric, the binding, and backing. It's quite modern looking, and it looks really beautiful in those blues and greens. And we also get the 5th block in the flowering sew along that Fat Quarter Shop is hosting with their sew sampler box. So if you get the sew sampler box, you also get a block pattern for their flowering quilt along. That's everything that was in this box. Not a lot of things, but some nice things to have. So I hope you enjoyed watching that unboxing. If you're interested in getting the sew sampler box, check it out on the Fat Quarter Shop. I'll put a link to it in the description box so it's easier for you to find. But yeah, I think these are really fun. It's a fun way to try new things that you wouldn't necessarily pick for yourself. Usually you get a good deal on the stuff that's inside. So, and it's kind of like Christmas because you don't know what you're going to get. So I think it's fun. Now, let's talk about our upcoming quilt along. I am hosting a quilt along very soon. It's technically starting next week. This quilt along is going to be 100% on YouTube. There won't be any emails to sign up for, no secret private groups to join, nothing like that. Everything's going to be... Why are you crying? You know what? I'm going to sit on the floor with her and then maybe she won't be crying. Hold on a moment. We are on the floor with little Miss Chloe so she can sit in my lap if she needs to. I will be hosting our next quilt along here on YouTube. So all of the videos for the quilt along will be just on my channel. I will make a playlist so it's easy to find on the channel. And I would love for you to join me. It's starting next week on Friday, September 12th. And we're just jumping right into it. That first week will be fabric selection and cutting. The next week, we will make our 9 patch block. This pattern, hold on a second. Let me show you the pattern so you know what I'm talking about. So this is the pattern. It's called Cottage Twirl. It's a really beautiful pattern. This was my first free pattern that I offered with my business, Stitch Obsessed. I was very excited about this pattern. I love this pattern so much. It's so pretty. This quilt, actually, with these colors and everything, I made for my mom, of course. You know I like to make quilts for my mom. And she has it hanging up in her living room, and she loves it. So that's why... Stop that. That's why I don't have it here to show you, because it's hanging on my mom's wall. That's the quilt we're going to be making. And it finishes at 66 inches by 78. This is a really great beginner quilt pattern. If you've never made a quilt before, this is a great pattern to start with. I'm going to walk you through each step on how to make it. I've actually heard from several people already that are going to be joining in on the quilt along. It's their first quilt along they've ever done. So I'm really excited and really honored that I get to, bring you along on your first journey of a quilt along. It's going to be lots of fun. I know I keep saying that, but it really is going to be a lot of fun. So our first week, we're going to do fabric selection and fabric cutting. So we will go over that in the video. I'll show you kind of any tips and tricks that I have. We'll talk about choosing fabrics if you're choosing fabrics from your stash. So in last week's video, I talked about some kits that I put together for the quilt along. I will put up a picture here of the 3 kits that I put together, and those are still available to order. You probably will not get them by September 12th. You'll probably get them the following week sometime. I'm waiting on some of the fabric to be delivered. I placed the order and now I just have to wait for the fabric companies to send me the fabrics because I sold out really fast. Thank you everyone that ordered. I was just shocked that I sold out so quickly and so many other people were still interested in the kits. I was scrambling to get stuff together. I made as many kits as I could from the fabric that I had. I cut up everything that I could, and I'm ready to slap more kits together once I get that fabric that I ordered. Now it's just kind of a waiting game, and then I'll get everything shipped out ASAP. I'll be working in the evening to get that stuff done. So I'm really excited about that. So if you would like to order a kit, the link to those will be in the description box and also the pinned comment, okay? I will also put the link to the free Cottage Twirl quilt pattern. Did I mention that it's free? This is a free quilt pattern. You can get this for free as a PDF. If you would like the physical copy like this, like in a little booklet form, it is $6 to pay for the printing and the shipping of it, because I print them all myself and prep them and do all of that. So it's available in free PDF or $6 for shipped to you in a booklet form. So that covers that first week. Now, the second week, we're going to make the 9 patch blocks, which is a really fun block to make. I really like 9 patch blocks. They're really cute and just really fun to make and easy to make and very cool. A very versatile block that is a really good block to have in your arsenal of classic quilt blocks. And another one, which is one of my personal favorite blocks, is the Friendship Star block, which is the second block that's in this pattern. And we will be making that in week 3 of the quilt along. We're going to be chugging along. It's 30 blocks in total, 15 of each, and it's just a really, really fun quilt to make. In the Friendship Star block week, I will be teaching you how to make 8 at a time half square triangles, which is a really great, excuse me, really great shortcut that helps make a lot of half square triangles at once. That's a really fun technique that we'll be going over. Really great. Again, something that is just good to know how to do for future projects that call for half square triangles. Then the next week after that, we will sew the quilt top together. So we sew all the blocks together, add that border, and then we're also going to baste. And you guys know I love using Elmer's school glue for my basting, so that's what we will be using in that tutorial, okay? And I'll show you how to do that. If you've never seen that technique, we will go over it in that video. Then after that, we will be quilting it. I'm gonna try to come up with a new quilting design for this quilt. It'll be easy, so beginners can do it, but it's gonna look really cool, really great with this pattern, and I'm really looking forward to that. So we will quilt it. You don't have to use the quilting design that I show you either. You can use whatever you want to do, but I will be showing that. If you hear a paper ripping sound, that is Obi. Let me just turn the camera around here. She loves ripping up paper, and unfortunately she is now teaching Chloe how to do that also. So they are having a time. They're having a time together. Little boogers. Anyways, so yeah, so we will do that. And then after we're done quilting, the following week, we are going to bind it. And that quilt's going to be done. So it's a 6-week quilt along. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we should be done halfway through October, I think. By the end of October. We will be done by the end of October. If you have a person you want to make a quilt for Christmas, this might be the perfect opportunity to actually get that quilt done and get it done ahead of time. Just throwing that out there. We will keep each other accountable, right? If you do want to join my Sew Along Facebook group to share pictures or ask questions or anything, you certainly can. I will put a link to that also in the description box below, but that's not necessary to do the quilt along. I think that covers everything I wanted to talk about for the quilt along. If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to address anything that anyone has questions about. I also thought about doing a couple of lives for the quilt along. I'll have to figure that out and then let you guys know, but I would like to do some lives because I think that would be fun. It'll push me out of my comfort zone to be live, and I think it would be fun to actually get to chat with you guys about the quilt along. And I will figure out when I want to do those and then let you guys know in the next video, which will be next Friday, September 12th. Crazy! I can't believe it's already September. This year has gone by so fast and so much stuff has changed. Just astounded. I'm so excited that it's starting to cool off outside. So I'm going to be able to finally finish painting my building. If you have been around for a while, you know that I had first painted it like this like peachy color, but it was like more fluorescent than I really wanted. And I just did not like it. After I was done, I was kind of like, oh, I kind of wish I hadn't have painted this color. So I went and purchased a like sage green color, which is like one of my favorite colors. I don't know really why I went for the peachy color. I must have been in a peachy mood that day. But I bought a really pretty sage green, and I have like the one half of the front painted that color, and it's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, so now I just need to paint the rest of the building, but I didn't want to paint in the heat of the summer because it's just uncomfortable, and the building's like right in the sun. So now that it's cooling down, I can get that painted and finished, so it'll look a lot nicer. And I want to get maybe some mums or something and have them out by the front of the building, just because I think it would look really cute. And I like decorating and making my space feel homey, you know? So that's going to be fun. I'm keeping busy. You know, at the beginning of the year, I had no idea I would be doing an online fabric shop. I've told you guys before, it's something that I have wanted to do for years. I just didn't think would be possible because it's quite a large investment to just start buying the fabric, because you're buying in bulk. And I honestly didn't know what the process was like to wholesale out fabric. So I just didn't think I would be eligible to be able to. But come to find out, I was, and I had already done some of the stuff that I needed to because I had an online shop already selling my patterns. So that really helped the process, and now I'm selling fabric, and I'm in talks with my dad about how possibly we could expand if I decide to expand, and trying to figure out how I can juggle doing YouTube and the fabric shop, because both are kind of time consuming, but I love both, so I want to do both. So I'm keeping it pretty small for now, but who knows what the future holds, you know? If I'm able to expand, I might. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds, right? But I'm going to wait till the end of the year at least and kind of see how the rest of the year goes and really weigh the pros and cons of everything and make a hopefully thoughtful decision, not just a spur of the moment decision. I'm not a spur of the moment decision person. So I really like to think about what I'm doing and really make sure that I'm making the right decision, not only for me, but for the people around me. You know, I'm very close with my family, so I want to make the right decision for them. And oh goodness, I could go into a whole talk of thinking about the future and wanting to be able to take care of my parents as they get older, and building your own business. Kind of it has risks, because you know, you're not sure if it's going to work out. And then if it, I have the thought in the back of my mind, it's like, yes, it's working now, but is it going to be working 4 years from now? You know? Am I going to be able to keep up with this 10 years from now? That sort of stuff. I probably shouldn't be thinking like that too terribly much right now, but it is a good thing to consider and to think about. So anyways, that's a little glimpse into what goes on in my brain on a daily basis. But yeah, I'm just trying to make good decisions. You know, I want to enjoy what I'm doing. And right now, I definitely do. I love making videos. I'm super excited about this quilt along. It's going to be so fun. I'm actually using this quilt along kind of as an experiment for a cadence for the channel and also for the shop. Because if I'm able to come up with patterns that then we can do quilt alongs with, so that's YouTube content that we can do together. And I want it to be fun for everybody. You know, if I'm able to do that and then make kits to go along with those patterns that I design, or, you know, just supply yardage if people just want to purchase yardage, then those kind of go together, right? So this is kind of an experiment on that. And so far, the fabric side has done very well. So we'll see how these videos do for the quilt along. I'm hoping they do well. I'm hoping everybody enjoys it. I'm definitely going to be asking for feedback at the end. So if there's anything you would have preferred me to do differently, then I definitely want to hear that. But that will be at the end of the quilt along and everything. I'm just really, really excited about it. If you don't know, I also have a block of the month membership available on my website. It's $5 a month. It's not expensive, and you get a block pattern every month. We do Zoom calls, which I am now implementing some fun tutorial classes in those Zoom calls. So previously the Zoom calls were more kind of hangout sessions, and people would share what they're working on, and we would just chit chat about whatever. And those were fun, but I kind of wanted to have something more exciting in the Zoom calls for everyone. So recently we did a tote bag tutorial, which was really fun. Very fun, a really good learning experience for me. Teaching live via Zoom. That was a whole new thing. So we did that. That was fun. Several people made some really cute tote bags with that. So if you would be interested in joining our block of the month membership, I would love for you to join. It's a lot of fun, and it's a really great way to kind of support the channel if you want to support the channel, and you get plenty with it too. You get all the Zoom calls, you get all of the monthly block patterns. There's also some free quilt patterns in there. Some of my patterns that I've released, I put them in there for free for the members. So I try to make it worth it, and you also get a discount for anything in my shop. That is a 20% off discount. It's kind of a passion project for me, the block of the month membership, because it's something that I can really pour into, because it means a lot to me that people are giving me their money to really support me and to get something in return from me, right? So I really want that something that they're getting to be valuable and to be worth it for them. And it means a lot to me that so many people have joined. I've got a lot of people are in there, and it really means a lot. And yeah, anyways, I'm not gonna get emotional. Yes, this has been a really great year for me, learning wise and everything. I enjoy talking to you guys. Okay, you guys mean a lot to me. I'll just say that. You mean a lot to me, and I'm very excited for our quilt along coming next week. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. The free pattern is going to be linked in the description box and in the pinned comment. For some reason, YouTube was redirecting some of my links in the description box to different pages. So if it does that, if it brings you to my website and takes you to the physical patterns page, then you just need to go to the menu and find the PDF pattern page, and you will find Cottage Twirl there. So I'm not sure why that was happening. Yeah, I don't know why they were redirecting. I was trying to figure out what was going on, but I couldn't figure out why that was happening. And I couldn't change the pinned comment on my last video because it was a sponsored video, and I have to leave Craftsy's link as the pinned comment. So I was like trying to reply to comments when people were like, I can't find the pattern. I was like, I don't know what's going on. YouTube's being weird, but here's the link. Here's the direct link. So technology is great when it works, right? But when there's glitches or something isn't working the way you want it to, it can be very frustrating. I get it. It can be very frustrating for me too on my end, because it's like I'm getting lots of emails and comments and stuff, and I'm trying to figure stuff out, and Anyways, it's a learning experience, but we're getting it done. But anyways, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. I know I kind of blabbed for the last 10 or so minutes, but I just like talking to you guys, and I like being open and honest about things. I know I've gotten so much good advice from you guys just from me kind of talking about what I'm doing, and I enjoy getting advice from other people and hearing different opinions and viewpoints, and I just really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a really great rest of your day. Have a beautiful weekend. I hope it's cooling down where you're at. Maybe enjoy a yummy cup of soup this weekend if you can. I might have to make some soup. I just did a whole bunch of meal prepping yesterday. This is completely off topic. If you're not interested in health related stuff, you don't have to keep watching. But I'm kind of starting a bit of a health journey because I've just kind of along with my business growing, I do not take care of myself very well. I eat extremely processed foods. I haven't been working out for a long time. I used to work out with my dad like almost every day, and I haven't done that for probably over a year. I've gained a little weight. I gained maybe like 10 pounds in the last year, but I've lost a lot of strength, and my energy levels are awful. So I'm just always tired, and I'm like, I have to get better energy levels if I want to continue doing what I'm doing, and if I want to continue growing the business, especially the quilt shop business, because that is very time consuming. I have to be standing while I'm cutting. It's very repetitive. It's a workout. You know, if you're doing it all day cutting fabric, it is a workout. And I just need more energy. So I'm cutting out processed foods, and I did a bunch of research on some diets and stuff, like specific types of diets. So I'm going towards the kind of Mediterranean diet, but low carb. I'm not going to try keto because that just seems a bit intimidating to me, at least for right now. But definitely Mediterranean, trying to eat plenty of protein and healthy fats and whole grains. If I do have grain, it'll be whole grain, and just eating like real food. Because I'll be 100% honest, I have not been eating real food for a long time. You know, I'm a millennial. I grew up, you know, with having processed everything basically. And my parents didn't know. You know, we didn't know what we know now about food and all of the junk that they put into it. So now kind of watching both of my parents go through this amazing health journey, and my dad lost a whole bunch of weight and is now, you know, Mr. Macho Man. And my mom lost a bunch of weight, and she's taking really good care of herself. It's just been very inspiring to me, and I want to do that too. And I see my dad like with all this energy, and I'm like, I need that, because it's like, you're 30 years older than me. I should not be, you know, exhausted when he's just keeps chugging along, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna be going on a bit of a health journey. I thought about trying to document it, like making a channel where I just kind of post about it, but I don't know. That's just more work. I might mention it once in a while here on this channel or like on Instagram or something. But yeah, it's mostly for, I just want to have more energy and I want my body to feel better. I've got joint problems, and I'm sure it's because of, you know, all of the added sugars and just junk that I eat, lots of carbs, you know. So I'm going to try to cut out carbs, add lots of protein and healthy fat, and I think it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I like a lot of healthy food, so that's really nice that I actually like to eat it. So it's going to be a journey, but I'm excited to do it, and it's going to be really good for me. Anyways, that was a tangent. I should end the video now, right? All right, well, I will talk to you next week. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, let me know if you have questions, okay? And I'll try my best to answer them. And I will talk to you very soon. All right?